All right, guys. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to make a little over $110,000 in 59 days. All glory to God. And before you rush to the comments and immediately comment something like, dude, what is this guy who can't even grow facial hair? What does he know about making money online? Here's some quick proof. And this was actually a consulting business that I was running that did a little over 55K per month in back-to-back months, adding up to the illustrious title of $110,000, even having record days of $12,000 and $13,000. And then just I added this in as another sort of piece of proof is our business doing 56K in a 4-week period, actually in the month before. So we kind of did this for a while. And I'm actually here, and I want to make a quick disclaimer. I'm actually here in my condo in Boca Raton, Florida, because I had to evacuate from Tampa Bay, Florida, because there's a massive Category 5 hurricane coming straight for us. So I had to go to the east coast of Florida, but I digress. Basically, I'm making this video because I want to help one specific person. And if just one of you watches this video and changes your life with the information I go over in this video, I will be forever happy with just that alone. And I'm making this video for the person that is on the cusp of taking making money online seriously. They're tired of all the BS. You don't need convincing that this stuff is real. You're starting to believe that it's actually real. It's just a matter of you actually going out now and taking it fully serious. You understand that it's not as easy as everyone says, and that it's not something where you can just go in and do nothing all day like the gurus like to tell you, and you're ready to go all in. But the problem is right now you're stuck in what I call the beginner's loop, where you hear about all these different business models, but you're jumping from business model to business model trying to figure it all out. And the problem with that is when you jump from business model to business model trying to actually just make some money, you don't get any progress in any of them, and you stay stuck. You're trying to make sense out of it. Maybe you've bought some courses or coaching programs talking about different business models, and you've invested into some bad apples. I've been there myself before. And you've tried a bunch of different business models, and you've realized that some of them have flaws. And the reality is you're sick of researching. You just want to actually put in the work, and you just want to actually make money. Because honestly, like the phase of just finding the right business model and getting started with it and actually making money with it is some of the hardest stuff. It's harder than going from 10K to 20K per month, really. Because going from 10K to 20K per month is just doing the same shit more. The feeling of the unknown sucks. You don't know what the path forward looks like. You're sifting through all the guru BS content where people are just like flexing their cars and watches on you all day. That doesn't actually teach you any like real tangible value that you can implement. But that being said, you're not ready to give up because you're just like one video, one course, one roadmap, or one mentor away from changing your life and everything clicking. And the reality is you kind of want this lifestyle, but you've come to the realization that you don't even really want this. What you actually want is you just want to get to level 1 first, where you're like actually making some decent money now. And you can prove to yourself that it's real. You can prove to your parents that it's real. You can elevate in your social circle, take pressure off, quit your job, get excited, build some confidence with your skills, etc. And like actually do some purposeful work on stuff that you actually care about. Okay. And my promise, if you watch this video into its entirety, is by the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding of how the make money online space actually works and how people are actually making big money, because maybe you don't know yet. And there's some big dark realizations that I'll show you in this video. Also, to understand the best roadmap beginners can take right now to get to level 1, to actually start to make some money. And then on top of that as well, I'm going to give you some actionable steps that you can take right away after watching this video to get started and to actually make money. So here's the problem with the make money online space. You see, everyone loves to make videos trying to convince you that their business model is the best. So for example, people make videos, how to make money with dropshipping, how to make money with trading. They're basically all taking these videos and they're trying to sell you on the concept of doing their business model. And this isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. I mean, you see people like Iman talking about SMMA, Cardinal Mason talking about copywriting. There's other people talking about trading and TikTok shop and AI and all this stuff. But the reality of the situation is behind the scenes, they're all actually running the same exact business. They actually are all running an info product business. Surprise, surprise. You see, they'll tell you to go do drop shipping, go do Amazon FBA, go do TikTok Shop, but they're actually all running the same business where they create content on social media and they sell you on some sort of course or coaching program. And this is the reality of how they're actually making money. But they won't tell you this because they don't want more competition. But guess what? I don't give a fuck, so I'm going to tell you. And to prove this even more, watch this. If you look up like trading or drop shipping on YouTube and you like bring up the top couple videos, all of these people in the link in their description, they have some sort of course or mentorship that they sell. Right here, apply for one-on-one guidance to build your ecom business. Trading, boom, it goes to somebody else's program where you can buy. You can invest in a landing page. Iman's SMMA stuff. Go to the link and you have educate. Same with all these other people, right? And so this is what these people are actually doing to make money online. So now you might be like, well, this isn't exciting. That's the answer of the video, Trevor. Like, I just have to sell a course. Well, not quite. In order to sell an info product, in order to sell a course or a coaching program or a mentorship, you need to have some sort of skill set or information or like some sort of expertise that you're actually like good at, right? Don't get me wrong. There's people that scam people and do it totally wrong. Like they don't even know what they're doing and they're just selling people on how to get rich. They don't even know how to make money themselves. But basically, if you want to eventually run an info product business, which is truly the best business model, if it wasn't, everyone else wouldn't be doing it. You need to have some sort of skill set, information, expertise, or something like that that most of us just don't have as beginners. I know for me, I didn't when I was sitting in my college dorm, broke at 18 years old. And so, under this thinking, then the most logical step as a beginner is to go in and work with somebody who is running one of these kind of businesses. And what you're going to do is you're going to assist them. You're going to make 5 to 10K per month, and you're going to see the ins and outs of how they run their business so that you can eventually replicate it and do it on your own. And this is the exact roadmap that I used to go from 0 to 50K per month in about 3 years. Once I came to this realization that the best business model is to actually run a course or coaching program, I understood that instead of trying to, do all these complicated business models like being a growth operator or doing drop shipping or all these stupid things, like sell an info product, but I need to stack some skills first. Like this is what I was thinking while I was sitting here in my college dorm. I had about $400 to my name. I was in this like college dorm that literally looked like a prison cell here. And I had my little PC here and my computer, and I was just working. I was just working because I realized that I should eventually run my own info product business. That is the best business model. There's no question about it. But first, I need to build myself and I need to build my skills first. And that's exactly what I did. So step one for you, because I know that's all you care about. You don't care about me. You just want to know how you can do it yourself. Step one is to start by learning a beginner-friendly skill. Then what you're doing is you're becoming more valuable and you're setting yourself up slowly to be able to eventually run your own info product. Step two is to land a role where you can work with one of these info product businesses and start actually making money. Step three is to continue stacking more skills on top of that first skill that you built in step one so that you become even more valuable to the marketplace. And then step four is starting your own business and selling your own info product. Like this is the method, guys. And so let's kind of expand on each one of these steps so you can actually make money with it. Step one, learning a beginner-friendly skill. So for me, as an ordinary guy with no skills, I saw that the easiest way to work with an info product business was to become what's called an appointment setter. Basically, these info product businesses, where they're selling courses, coaching programs, etc., they get a ton of attention on social media. They get followers, likes, comments, DMs on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. And so for me, I thought I could just go in and basically be an assistant to one of these people. Go in and help them take all of the attention that they're getting on social media, all the likes, comments, DMs, etc. And I could basically help them book these people into sales meetings where the person I was working with could just jump on and close those deals. And I could help him basically get more clients inside of his business and make his sales process more efficient. And so that's exactly what I did. I went in and I started working as an appointment setter for a business where Literally, my entire day was just going on my phone, typing messages all day in the Instagram DMs and in the TikTok DMs, where I was converting people who are commenting, liking, following into appointments where the business I was working with would sell, would get on those appointments and actually sell the program that they were selling. Makes sense, right? And the advantage of this is it's super entry level. So all you need to do is be able to know how to send messages. It doesn't require like all this complex stuff as a beginner. You go in and send messages, and then the business makes money. Like it's pretty awesome. And when they make money, you make money. That's how it works. And so understanding like and learning this beginner friendly skill of appointment setting, now I actually had to go in and land a role. And so at the start, the only way to land your first position where you can actually start making money is to send some cold outreach. The good news is though, and you might have heard of cold outreach before with some of the other business models you've tried, the good news is two things. Number one, everyone is really bad at cold outreach, so it's really easy to stand out, to be honest, because everyone is just lazy. And number two, doing cold outreach to land an appointment setting position versus doing like growth operating and copywriting and all these other business models, it's a lot easier to do outreach for being an appointment setter because it is a more common thing for people to hire salespeople versus you trying to sell people on a concept of helping them grow their business or getting more clients, right? So the three keys to cold outreach basically are just like ideal clients. You only want to reach out to ideal clients. And so basically only info products that are selling something above the $2,000 mark. You want to go in with personalization. And again, everyone is really bad at cold outreach. So what you do is you go in and you send personalized messages to where you can stand out from all the other people that are too lazy to even write people's first names down. And then you do personalization at volume. And when you get really good at this, you can end up landing your first role. And that was what happened with me. I ended up landing my first role relatively quickly, maybe after like a couple weeks. And after going through some of the company training, after getting hired, they had me go through like some quick training about the company. I was basically off to the races. And at first, I was going in the DMs, just like trying to set appointments for the coaching program that they were selling, which was $2,500. At first, I actually was talking to somebody in the DMs. They were interested in getting help, but they didn't have the money for the $2,500. And so I asked my business owner if he had like some like cheaper thing to sell, and he did. And so I sold this guy in the DMs like day one on a $7 thing. And my commission on that, I don't know the exact number. I think it was about 20% or something like that. But basically, I made $1.40 commission on that $7. And now $1.40 might not seem like a lot, but the reality is I tried all these previous business models and I had made nothing. And this $1.40, it proved the concept, and it really like changed my life. And so after that, I started actually helping my business owners sell like some high ticket stuff. First month, I made about $400, which was cool. Month two was like $3,700. Month three was $4,400. Month five was $5,100. Or month four was $5,100. Month five was $5,900, and you can kind of see the metrics there. And here's like some quick screenshots if you want to like pause here and study these and see. Basically, these were like the people's names that they were closing for and the items that they were buying. And I had to blur it out because I don't want like people's information getting leaked or whatever, but that's basically what happened. And so the best part is I was able to do all of this by, again, just sending messages on my phone inside of my beat up college dorm that literally looked like a prison cell using, I have like an iPhone 14 or whatever. At the time, I literally had like an iPhone, I think it was like an iPhone 6 or whatever, like one of the shitty ones back like 4 years ago. And I was only working like 20 to 30 hours a week. So it was pretty awesome. So I was still doing college, going to my college classes. I hated that shit, but I managed a way to get by. And so I'd do college for part of the day. The other part of the day, I'd do this. And you can make it work. And once I hit 10K per month, actually, this was before I hit 10K per month, but once I hit like 5 or 6K per month, I knew that I could hit 10K per month. And so what I ended up doing is I actually FaceTimed my mother, and I told my mom that I was going to drop out of college after my first year of college finished. So this was probably about March time period where I had like 2 more months still of my second semester of college. I FaceTime my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm dropping out of college. I don't care what you say. I'll start off by taking a gap year just so you feel a little bit better. But in reality, I knew that I was dropping out. And so once I ended up doing that, by the time college was over, that summer came around, and I had the full day to just work on this. No college classes. I just had to like go to the gym and stay healthy, and then just work on this all day. And I hit 10K per month very quickly after doing that because all of my focus was just going into this, right? And so after doing that, then step 3 and 4 is continuing to add more skills and add more value to yourself so that you can eventually run your own business. And for me, step 3 and 4 basically happened around the same time. So I decided to link up with a friend of mine who he had a concept of starting an info product business. And I was like, okay, that would seem really smart. I have all these skills now and I can help you grow this and take this off the ground pretty quickly. Where we basically taught other info product businesses how to use Instagram ads to grow their business. Because that's something that he knew. He knew Instagram ads. I knew appointment setting and a little bit of like sales stuff. And so that would be my responsibility. His responsibility would be to create content and help people with the Instagram ads. That's basically what we thought. And things started off really slow, just like any business. But over the course of about 1.5 years, so like 16 months, I think it was, or like 18 months or whatever, we were able to scale to about 50K per month. And so we had months that were like 20K, months that were like 10K, months that were like 30K, but on average, we hit about 500K in a single year, which was awesome. So I guess maybe more like 40K per month over the course of like 12 months. But nonetheless, it was really solid for somebody who had never experienced any of this type of money before in my life and who just 2 years before this was stuck in a college dorm and basically like lost and wanting to make money online. And so here's some actionable steps, and I don't want to make this video like 40 minutes, but here's some actionable steps for you to get started on this shit right now if you want to. If you're like, Trevor, your story resonated, it makes total and perfect sense, and I can see how I can actually do this. Maybe with some of the other more complicated business models, you're like, dude, I don't even know if I could do that. There's like 5 moving pieces involved. If you see this and you're like, yeah, this is doable. I could see how I could do this. And I could see how this can progress over time into me eventually making 20, 30, 40, 50K per month. If that's you right now, if you understand this roadmap, you have basically 2 options. Option 1 is you can go on my YouTube channel and you can watch some of my free shit. So you can go watch some of the free tutorials that I have on my page, my master classes, my client interviews, if you want to see like this not only working for me, but other people that I'm helping. You can watch my live sales calls breakdowns, and then you can go and take action on that information. And the information on my YouTube channel is honestly more than enough for you to land a role and start making money. I know because I literally have people DMing me on Instagram, like saying that they've taken my information and made money and landed sales positions with just the free stuff alone, which is awesome. And that's cool. So you can do that. However, the one downside to that, my content is great, but it's going to take a lot more time for you to kind of like sift through and find the right stuff so that you can actually make money with it. So if you're like dead broke right now and you have nothing, this is probably going to be the better option. But if you have a little bit of money saved up and you resonate with my story, then the second option is you can go ahead and book a call using the link in the description where you and I can jump on that call. We'll schedule in a time together. You and I can jump on that conversation, and I won't even like force anything down your throat. I'm going to first see if I can even help you because there's a good chance that I can't. I don't even know. If I can help you though, based on where you're at right now, based on where you want to get to, based on some of the things that you feel might be holding you back, then I'll run you through a little bit more about my one-on-one mentorship, where I actually take people through this entire process that I shared with you on this video. And I hold your hand through the entire thing. It's not just like some shitty online course where you go and invest in it and you just like watch videos and you binge it all day and you just get like a bunch of fluff. No, this is like actual one-on-one hands-on coaching. And so if you're the type of person that would get benefit from that and just getting help from me, then you can join the program and you can be like all of these people who have watched my YouTube videos, decided to join the program, and now are making a fat return on their investment working with me. They spent money, they learned how to make money, and now they got a return on that investment much better than anything like the stock market or crypto could get you. So you basically have those two options. Either one I'm cool with, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. And just let me know if you have any questions. But if you're interested in coaching, go to the first link in the description, book in a time with myself. You and I will get on that call, and I'll see if I can help you. And if I can, we'll get you going and get you to the point to where you want to be.